Oh yeah, gamers, welcome back to another Macho Monday. The Macho Man is telling you to watch Backlash on May 10th. If you want to see me wrestle live with John Cena. Oh yeah.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Macho Monday. I'm your host, Starshard Zero. And nothing is ready. Nothing is ready at all. It's okay. It's ready now. Everything's good. Hello, Captain Sandwich. Hope you're enjoying your new route. We're going to do today's game duel, and then we're going to switch over to Palworld. Now, you might be asking, Star, why on earth would you stream Palworld? Didn't that game come out like 2 years ago, and everybody played it then, and now it fell off? It got ratioed hard, and then Nintendo sued them. Heck says near cannibalism simulator. I'm not sure what you're talking about. There will be no cannibalism. Eating pals is not the same as eating my fellow humans or whatever the hell we are in Palworld. All right. It's here. It's everything set up. I don't have to change anything. Perfect. All right. Yes, that's where we want to be. So as we can see from this cover, there appears to be a woman with white skin and red hair, or maybe this is more of an abstract thing. Let me just get in here. Maybe possibly wearing some kind of gas mask. Did they make a Ghost in the Shell video game, perhaps? That would be helpful. Okay, I got nothing. Just throw me. Oh no, it's a guy. He's upside down. Is this Parasite Eve? No. Oh fuck. It's an adventure game though. Is it Fatal Frame? Crimson Butterfly? No, but it is Fatal Frame. It must be the Tormented. It is the original Fatal Frame, actually. Based on a true story. Yeah, I'll bet. Hex thought it looked doomy. Okay, all right. Well, on to the artwork section of the game. Well, as you can tell by the feet, these are clearly the Star Fox characters. Star Fox is actually 2 words. That is the original Star Fox because they're horrifying, creepy puppets. It's like the Rock-afire Explosion or whatever the hell Chuck E. Cheese's band is called. Do a barrel roll. You're supposed to get through. Chance, Hunting, Almighty. Chance, Hunting, and Almighty. That is very evocative, but also it doesn't... Maybe it's the Chance of Sinar? No, okay. Marching, Chaka Chaka, and War Drums. What the fuck is this? Marching, War Drums. Chance, Hunting, Almighty, Marching, Chaka Chaka, War Drums. I mean, is this just like Age of Empires or something? No. Fever Mode, Rain Dance, Tribal Army. Okay, it's all starting to make sense. Is it Populous? Really? Okay, all right. Rain Dance. Boss battles, unit upgrades, shield defense. It is a real-time strategy game. Captain Sandwich also thought Populous. Yeah, this is Fever Mode, Rain Dance, unit upgrades. Is it Age of Mythology? Spear throwing, musical commands, miracle summoning. Damn. This is rough. I don't know this one. Like, you'd think that Rain Dance would be very... You'd only be able to think of like a one game. Was there... Could it be... I don't think it's a Total War. There's no boss battles in Total War. Oh, boss battles should help out here, because how many games have boss battles that are also real-time strategy games? I was gonna say Pikmin, but I don't think I would consider Pikmin to be a tribal army myself. This has got to be some kind of like caveman game or something. It's not Tribes. Tribes is a first-person shooter. Tribe? No. Fever mode. Spear throwing. And also they don't throw spears. Ah, boy. Okay, give me one more here. Give me. This is a tough one. Eye-shaped creatures, black and white characters, strategic formations. Because I have no idea what this is. This sounds kind of interesting, though. Yeah, just tell me what it is. I have no clue. Patapon. Okay, never mind. I'm not interested anymore. It was only ever released on the PSP and the PlayStation Vita. A console. I've had the PlayStation Portable and the Vita, and I have not ever played these games. I guess I may have heard of them when they came out, you know, 20 years ago at this point. But that is extremely niche. You find me one guy who's played fucking Patapon. You find me a man who's played Patapon and I'll find you a liar. All right, well, let's head over to the game. If you guys have not played Palworld or seen anything about it, it is it's a pretty generic survival crafting adventure game. But in order to lure in people, they give you these adorable little creatures called pals, which are essentially Pokemon. And no, it is not Pokemon at all. Okay, see, you don't get it twisted, because my nephew said the same thing. They're like, I can't believe Nintendo's letting Palworld just make Pokemon with guns. No, it is not Pokemon with guns. It's Ark, but instead of dinosaurs, you have pals. There's no... The Pokemon is in maybe the art style of the pals themselves, but nothing in here other than capturing the pals in a sphere is anything like anything you do in a Pokemon game. I will admit I have not played a Pokemon game since Pokemon Black and White. However, I'm pretty sure the closest would maybe be Pokemon Legends Arceus, but that doesn't have survival crafting elements at all. Because I think you do the fights real time and you actually have to throw the ball. Maybe the, like, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee were like that too, and I don't know what Scarlet and Violet are like. But anyway, we're gonna jump in here. We're gonna start a new game, fresh game, and we're gonna call it the Peloponnese. Let me see how to spell this. Like the Peloponnesian War, but it's the Peloponnese. Peloponnesian. Fuck, that is really hard to play. The Great Peloponnesian War. So I need to put it in like this. It's Peloponnesian, but it's Peloponnese. Like that. Peloponnesian Islands. I had this idea. It was funnier in my head. I don't think it's as funny as I thought it was when I woke up this morning. Hex wants to know what my favorite pal is. I honestly haven't played enough. I'm really digging Vanworm just because it flies and it's a fire type that just like bodies anything that's weak to fire. It's really good and it's a solid pal, but I'll have to see more pals. Most of them are kind of shit, honestly. Of course, you could say the same thing about Pokemon. Okay, here we go. The Peloponnesian Islands. We're jumping in. Oh, I gotta make my like horrifying creature too. Multiplayer is off, crossplay is off. Difficulty is gonna be normal. I'm not gonna, you know, break my balls here. There's no reason to do that. Ragnarok is better. I haven't even seen Ragnarok, so I have no idea if that's any good. Captain Silence said I was gonna say Lovander. I'm not gonna say Lovander, don't worry. Okay, let's pick a preset. Do we want to stare at a hot anime babe, or do we want to stare at a hot anime guy? I guess that's the question. Or do we want to make like an ugly bastard? We'll pick like the Bishojo fella here, and then we'll just tweak him a little bit. Do I want him to look like me, or do I want him to look like, I don't know, literally anybody else? Sadly, the only guys with beards are this guy. If we make him bald, we can... That guy just looks really crabby, and this guy has like a scar on his eye, which is kind of badass. Make it look like Emmy. Emmy, come here. Come here, I gotta base this on you. They want it to look like you. Okay, Emmy's extremely pale, so we're gonna have to make her real pale. We gotta really like crank out the torso size here. Yeah, there we go. That's about as chonky as Emmy is, I think. You want to come over and help? You don't have to be on camera. You can just tell me what I need to do. Okay, we'll be nice then, I guess. All right. I mean, these are all like anime girl faces, so it's gonna be kind of tough. She is... That's not the color brown at all. That's like red. What the fuck is going on here? Must be the brightness. Are we not able to tweak this? Oh, there we go. Gotta make it browner. You know, it's interesting that like the color brown is really just the color orange, but like really dark, which is sort of interesting when you think about it. Okay, she has like really curly hair. I don't know that they have a representation here that would be like considered super curly. I mean, maybe her hair would look like this if she tried to get it like that. I guess this is as close as we're gonna get. He has like brownish hair, I think. Yeah, it's pretty dark from what I'm looking at. Like really crank up the something like that, yeah. Apparently we're making Emmy. Biceps like tree trunks, absolutely. She actually has extremely, like, freakishly thin arms. Like those, her hands for this character are like massive. She looks like an alien. That's so creepy. I'm not talking about you, Emmy. I'm talking about the character creator here. Like, they make all the hands are the same size. Go, no. We're making Emmy. Yeah, no, we're trying to make it look as close as we can.
Oh, yeah.
Emmy would hate this voice. She hates women that sound like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably fine. Weird that you can make small arms but have to keep the hands. I mean, they didn't really think the whole editor through. Have you seen some of the monstrosities you can make in this game? Okay, that's probably as good as we're gonna get. We'll just be generic. We can always change it later if we need to. All right, here we go. There's a mod for that. Let's not even get started on the mods for this game. I don't know why. I don't even want to know what people are doing with their pals, all right? This is like that lewd mod for Balatro all over again. All right, here we are. The towers are the key, yada yada. The tree holds the truth, blah blah blah. Nobody cares. All right, the pals will lead the way. Let's take my pal tablet or whatever this is and jump right in. Okay, here we are. Welcome to Palworld. The windswept hills. Wow, 3 XP, very nice. Philip, don't act like you didn't know about the they're literally making a dating sim, like official dating sim for Palworld, all right? I don't even want to hear about it. Let's talk to this. Oh, there's a Mamarest just chilling. Yeah, that'll end me pretty quick. Okay. So check the survival guide, whatever. Yep. Open the build menu, build a primitive workbench. Sure, we can do that up here, I guess. No reason not to. Can always move it later, I guess. No, they don't start me off with a gun. I have to, like, you don't even get good guns until like way into the game. And by the time you get guns, they're kind of useless anyway because your pals are doing all the work anyway. So you don't even need guns, really. Unlock the pal sphere. Okay, pal sphere, yes. Craft a pal sphere. What do we need to make a pal sphere, guys? We need paldium fragments, wood, and stone. Okay, let's go. Well, hold up. I need like a pickaxe or something. Give me a wooden club at least. Something to defend myself. Yeah, you can unlock a gun pretty early if you catch a lift monk. Or not a lift monk, a tansy, because they get a submachine gun ability that they can use. but that's not very powerful. Plus you have to carry a tansy around. Who the fuck does that? Tansy sucks. What the hell? There's a Dinosaur up here? What the heck? Why is there a Dinosaur? It's a level 17. What is it? This is the starting area. Get out of here. You don't belong up here. Really? Yeah, no, you're not gonna break your leg that easily in this game. Don't worry. I mean, yeah, I think you just take damage. You can't break your leg. It's not that kind of game. Let's see if there's anything good down here. Just some collectibles and a treasure chest. Right. Okay. You can climb like in Breath of the Wild, but it's more like the climbing in Conan, in that it like is really janky. Well, this game takes a lot of inspiration from Breath of the Wild, actually. Like most games do, I'm sure. Yeah, there will be parkour. There will be much... there's going to be parkour. There's going to be punching trees. There's going to be all this stuff everybody hates in survival crafting games now. It's going to be here. So just buckle the fuck in and listen to my story, all right? Yeah, it only stole... No, it did not only steal from Pokemon. It stole from every other game that was popular in 2021, maybe, when they first announced it. I don't remember when that first trailer came out, but everybody was super hyped because it showed the little pals, and they were, like, working in a sweatshop making guns for the bad guys. And everyone's like, no, don't let... Oh, the bad guys shouldn't do that. I want to do that. I want to make the pals work in my sweatshop. Let's catch a Cativa here. Emmy doesn't like when I hit the pals with the stick, but she's not here. No pal randomizer? No. There are 0 mods. This is pure vanilla. I don't want to mess it up because I still have to play with my nephew on the weekend, and I don't want to have mods installed and then have to go through the trouble of trying to uninstall them or whatever. So we're gonna go pure vanilla. What's the big leafy? That's a Mamarest. It's level 35 and it should not be up here. Nor should the Dinosaur, for that matter. Make a spear and abuse the slightly exploit crouch glitch. This one is not online. I'm playing single player right now, Rilla. You can play on a server, but I'm just on my own single player right now. Well, we got a bunch of arrows from that treasure chest, I guess. And then we need to make a Pal sphere, which requires, you know what, let's just get rid of that. We don't need to come back up here. That won't be necessary. Let's go whack some stuff. Yeah, that Dinosaur is it's an alpha, I think, is what they're called when they have the little red skull there. All right, here we go. Get some Paldium. Rilip did not know that you could just play single player in this game. What do you think, it was like Rust, or I guess Ark? It is, in that you're playing on a single player server, I think. I don't know anything about video games, guys. I don't know why you watch me. The last time I played an MMO, it was called Worm Online, and it was the greatest game ever made. And unfortunately, it was made in like 2004. And every game since then has been a downgrade. Although from what I understand, it's still around, so maybe there's maybe there's some out there somewhere. Someone out there is still playing Worm. Okay, time to go catch a bunch of pals. Let's make a bunch of things here and get to work. We're gonna catch some lamb balls and some cativas and some chickpeas and just kind of explore the starting area until we're ready. Ready for what? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna go whack some pals. Tech Free Spy says the greatest game ever made is Kerbal Space Program. That might actually be true. Although I feel like a lot of that has been invalidated due to the failure of KSP2. Sort of like when a movie sequel cheapens the previous entry for whatever reason. All right, land ball, let's go. Da, 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 and catch. Okay, there we go, all done. How about your buddy over here? What are you up to?
Yeah.
Nice. Just catching land ball. So the nice thing is, somehow when you catch a land ball, you also get its drops, which includes its meat. So I don't want to know what's going on in these pal spheres, but somehow we're getting meat from these land balls. Very strange. They also want me to build a pal box, but I don't want to make a base here, so we're just gonna keep moving. I do, however, need to get some stone, probably. How involved is the crafting survival, grounded or more casual? I would say it's more involved than grounded. It's not Vintage Story. It's definitely not on that level. Again, it's like Ark. So you build a base, you can make your pals work in it, put them in a little sweatshop, they'll make stuff for you or farm. And then you go around and just try to capture all the pals. Honestly, the gameplay loop is not great. I don't know what the appeal is. I guess like the catching of the pals itself is kind of the draw, because some of them are kind of fun. Actually, hold on. We missed something up here. There was a controversy. You can throw a ball at humans to get human meat. I don't know if that's still in the game. It might be. If it is, it's really hard to catch a human now. Because I remember catching a human when it first came out. But now when I aim a pal sphere at a human, it doesn't even give me the option to catch them. Hello, Lamball. Join the... Welcome to the party. Get in here. I'll take that 93%. I played XCOM. Practically guaranteed, right? That's how that works. Well, we're leveling up pretty quickly. Yeah, you might be able to still butcher humans. I don't know. And Hex is saying the same thing. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll try to catch a human in the later game. But first, we have to work our way up. From lowly level 1 loser to level 50 Chad. That is our intention. Look at all these chickapeas over here, man. It's a veritable chicken farm. Yep, that's how you use a pickaxe. I've definitely seen people use a pickaxe like that before. Think they'll ever make a game that actually simulates the proper use of a pickaxe? It's like video game designers think you just walk up to a rock and just swing your pickaxe and you magically get rock. Even Vintage Story is kind of limited in that capacity. It's like you still gotta break the block. But at least it gives you ore that you have to then, you know, break down. Although I would like it if it, instead of a hammer, you had to build, I don't know, some kind of like crushing machine. Yeah, it is a rock pickaxe. It looks pretty shiny though. I wonder if they just use the same texture for both the rock pickaxe and the metal one. I don't know what I want, Rilip. I just don't think... I think you should use a pickaxe in like a more, maybe less dynamic way, actually. Like it's a pretty straightforward thing. You bring it up with both hands, you swing down, and when you swing down, you also like drop your legs to add extra momentum to the swing. And Rilip, are you asking if there's different types of pickaxe? Because there are. You can get a metal pickaxe once I unlock the forges and can start making metal, which is like huge pain in the ass and massive time sink, by the way. All right, hold on. What do we need for this? We need more wood. Okay, well, we do have an axe, so go get some wood. Let's just get this all out of the way here. Get all the wood you could ever need. Are there Pokemon style PAL types? Yes, there are PAL types. I think the ones I have now are all normal. So that's, yeah, these are all, they're called neutral type. I don't know what the type chart is, but I know that some PALs are weak to different types of moves. Like fire is weak to water, and electric is weak to ground and stuff like that. It's kind of the standard stuff. Yeah, I've been thinking, because like the Pokemon types are super abstract, but also at the same time really specific. Like there's literally a bug type, and that always struck me as kind of weird. Well, maybe not always, but now as an adult it strikes me as kind of weird to have a specific type that's just bug. So I was thinking, what if you had a more universal style of types, and you'd have like a big chart, and instead of it being just like, oh, this is weak against this because whatever the fuck, you'd have like, it'd be like a big circle, and then there'd be like branches off the circle, and there'd be some kind of geometry to the type matchups a little bit. Bug just means, so we'd have an exoskeleton type and an endoskeleton type. That could be interesting. Assuming, you know, we wanted to try to rebuild the type system from the ground up, how would you start to make it more consistent and universal? Light, dark, physical, ethereal, earth, wind, fire, water, cool in the gang, the 4 seasons, weirdo skeleton, no skeleton. Oh, that could be interesting. Like, what if all the types, so every monster or whatever you'd call them would have like a variety of traits, and it would each like correspond. So you'd have like an elemental type, an astral type or whatever, like ethereal versus, I don't know, demonic or something, angelic, demonic, so dark and light. And hello, Sativa. Sorry, I have to catch you. Alright, yeah, so we're just gonna go around and catch all the low-level trash pals, just to have a bunch of pals ready to work on our farm when we're ready to go here. Did I break down my workbench? I hope I did. I don't want to leave that out. Just chilling. Levels, do you think they're coming too fast? I think that's fine. It mostly because I'm playing the game kind of, I don't know, fast and loose here, just catching pals. I think normally you'd want to get a base going right away, or they expect you to get a base going right away, whereas I'm just going around catching pals and kind of being nomadic until I get someplace cool. I had some experience trying to set up additional bases, and so I kind of know where I want to start migrating towards. I do want a high quality base type, yeah, or base spot. So the problem is, to like upgrade your base, you have to put stuff in it, and then you have to end up removing some of that stuff later. It's really weird. Who's this guy? Friendly pal tamer? What do you got? Wait, somebody pissed at me? Why do I hear boss music? No, we're good. What's your deal? You ever get stuck somewhere, you can use the respawn. You'll die, but you know, whatever. Thanks game. We should probably set up or get myself into some armor before I freeze to death, though. The sun is going down. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Speaking of stamina, we should probably start putting our points into things. That should be good. Oh, I have more. Stamina, health, yeah. That's all useful stuff. Hex, what is your recommendation for a starter base? Do you have a go-to spot? I'm down for whatever. Maybe I'll set up in my usual spot down by the tower there. Maybe I'll go over by the Peng King lair. Maybe I'll set it up across the bridge. Oh, my weapon is damaged. Oh no, hold on. We gotta get the repair bench. There it is. Probably want to unlock that. Cloth. Shield. Cloth outfit. A parachute. That should be good for now. Weight is, yeah, weight is carry weight. So you can see I have a weight here as that fills up from carrying all this junk around. Eventually it'll be too full and it'll slow me down, and then eventually I won't even be able to move at all. Which actually, that's something that Vintage Story does not have, which is interesting. You can just carry, like, you know, 64 cubic meters of dirt times however much in your backpack, and nobody cares. All right, Lambo, get in my balls. Yeah, arbitrary amounts of carry weight, exactly. It's just whatever they felt like that day. Well, rock is heavy, so rock should be heavy, right? I mean, yeah, that makes sense, but hello, Cremis. I'm gonna need you to get in my ball. Get in my pal sphere. 86%. Okay, 92 is not too bad. There's a mod for weight. There's a mod for everything. We know this. Because people just can't leave well enough alone. They find every little flaw with the game, and then they optimize it. They optimize the fun out of the game to borrow some not nomenclature. Maybe nomenclature is the right word. I don't know. The parlance of people who hate games. Right, get in here, Kativa. Help me out, buddy. Thanks. Okay. I gotta make some more pal sphere. Oh, I gotta make cloth. What do we need for this? 2? We should have enough. Gotta fix my stuff. Cremis is not the Eevee thing. They're both based on the same animal. Therefore, it's okay. Pokemon didn't invent the fox, alright? Or whatever the hell an Eevee's supposed to be. We don't know. We don't know what it's supposed to be. It's a mystery. My pal does not suck at crafting. The repair bench just takes a really long time to build initially. I'm gonna go help him out. All right, we got the cloth outfit. We're good. We're good. Unlock the... Oh, I gotta unlock the pal box. I didn't even think about that. Go ahead and snag that one there. And then we can repair all of our tools. Very nice. How much for a shield? Needs a bunch of rock. Okay, well. About a couple of... One pal sphere. I need to get more stone. Can't see anything because it's too dark now. Oh, there's some stone right there. Perfect. Help me out, Kativa. Or don't. Just stand there. Yeah. Looking good. All right. Keep it up. Yeah. See, I agree with you, Hex. I mean, sure, there's some, like, interesting and unique Pokemon, but almost all of them are based on either, like, a real thing or some kind of mythical creature. Or, I guess, an inanimate object, but that's also a real thing. Look, it's a refrigerator. That's the Pokemon. Do you get it? Yeah, we get it. It's a Lawnmower. All right, let's, I don't think we care about shield right now. Ah, shoot, I gotta eat. Just eat these random ass berries that I found on the side of the road. That's probably fine, right? See, Kativa's helping me out now. Look how fast that is. So we'll get some pal spheres. We'll go fight those Cremis down there. As we make our way into Palworld. Cool. All right. Bust out the wooden club. Let's go shoot some dudes. Oh, there's a bunch of berries down here. Nice. Oh no, don't run away. No, come back. Come back here, Cremis. I need you. I need to catch you. Oh god. Don't get back here. You're too fast. Slow down. They don't like to be caught. Which doesn't make any sense. I was informed that pals actually like being enslaved. They love working. Okay. Enhanced stats. We want more carry weight. Carry weight's actually going to be one of the biggest limiting factors early game for exploration. Oh, there's the boss Mammorest, level 38. That dude's ready to fuck my shit up. Hey, Gummas. We could try to catch that, I guess. Although they may not like it. And I can't hit them because they're too fast. Hello, can you guys fucking slow down here? Fuck you. Oh no. They're on to me. Ah, I killed him. Damn it. Okay, well, we got his buddy here. Let's go. Let's go, Gummas. You don't want none of this. Yeah, so unfortunately, if you accidentally kill, because knockout is not a thing here unless you've already got the PAL, they will just die. And then they'll be dead. And then you can't catch them. Very unfortunate. Hello, Chickpea. I'd like to catch you too while we're hanging out. Rilip says, I will continue to reference Pokemon because it is a cultural touchstone and clear inspiration. But to be clear, I 100% don't care if they literally stole the whole thing. No, I agree. Which is why Nintendo's not trying to sue them over the fact that the PALs look like Pokemon. They're suing them over some obscure mechanic related to throwing the balls. It's really stupid. Ooh, Depresso! Depresso's a great PAL, guys. Check it out. You fuck, Depresso. Fight my Cativa. Yeah, check it out. You can make him fight. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, get him. Fuck him up. Depresso does not like 69.
69, dudes!
double tap. Okay, there we go. Let's go catch that Foxparks. Oh my god, it's literally just a Vulpix. Guys, Firefox is also the name of a browser. It existed before Vulpix, alright? I don't want to hear about it. Oh my god, they stole it. This is just Pokemon with guts.
Yeah.
Even if that was true, I wouldn't care. Like Rilip said. There we go. Okay, we got it. Got the flame organ. Sexy. I don't know why that would be sexy. I guess organ is kind of like an innuendo for like a penis, right? Like a member. You can just say it. I guess it's not in like good taste to just say it. How does the capture mechanic work? You start with, yeah, so the weaker they are, the more likely when you throw the ball. It's kind of got like an XCOM thing going on. Let's go fight this Foxworks. Although I'd love to catch that Daydream over there because it is nighttime and they are out at night only. But like I said, we're just gonna work our way through. We're gonna be nomadic until we find a really nice spot to set up, which I'm thinking is gonna be over by the Penking because it's got a lot of flat land and open space to build on. So right now, so we have 84% chance and then you get a bonus. I don't know what causes that when you throw it. If I threw it now, I'd have an 8% chance, for example. But we're gonna soften it up a little bit. And there's other things you can do. You can like shock them, which increases your chance, sort of like paralyzing or that stuff. But yeah, so we're just gonna whack this Foxparks until we're ready to throw a ball. Like that. So 68 goes up to 87. And then it goes once, goes twice, going 3 times. Soul to the man in the back. Or the, what does she say? The something in the back said everyone attack. Anyway, turn into a ballroom blitz, etc., etc. Any other questions? Am I sure Firefox existed before Pokemon? I actually don't know. So maybe Mozilla stole from Pokemon by calling it Firefox? Somebody better check that. Chunky, if you're listening, I need you to Google Firefox and see if there's a reference to Firefox predating Pokemon. Some kind of mythical creature. Maybe it's a Japanese legend or something. The Kitsune, perhaps. Although I don't know that. What the fuck? Oh, it's a Hookrates. I thought it was a Gorirat. I was gonna be like, those should not be over here. They will defeat me. We need more balls. We need more balls right now. Get out here, Kativa. I need your help. All right, let's make some more balls. I can make 5. I need more wood. Okay. You make those. I'm going to chop some wood. You just chill right there. Firefox? Ooh, okay, maybe not. What is the etymology of Firefox, though? It was originally codenamed Phoenix. So, I mean, that's a fire bird. I guess it's not a far stretch to have a firefox. Salamanders come, like, the idea of the salamander being a fire lizard comes from ancient Greek myth, where I guess people observed that if you lit a fire, salamanders would come out from the fire, so they assumed they were being birthed from the fire, but actually salamanders were just chilling in the fire pit until somebody lit a fire, and then they were like, fuck it, I'm out of here, it's too hot. Kind of crazy to think about. I think that's where Charmander comes from. How's our stuff looking? Yeah, we could probably keep rolling for a bit here. Actually, what do we need to make more balls? We need wood. I mean, I got wood, but we have 14 balls. We're probably good for a bit. Go try to catch this Foxbarks. Hello. Okay, never mind. Let's go down. There's a Daydream over there. Maybe we catch the Daydream. I know it should have gone away, but it's still floating around. Also, can we just talk about how Phoenix is such an overused mythical creature? The fact that they named a city after it just really puts the whole thing into perspective, doesn't it? Oh fuck, he's got a dark ball. Like, once you have the city named after you, you're washed. Phoenix ran into a copyright complaint, then it was branded Firebird, but another open source software complained. Oh my god. Oh, the red panda. Oh. Okay. The red panda is... But the red panda is... It's like a raccoon. Oh, whatever. Doesn't really matter that much. Nope, Kativa, come back. Also, the control scheme in this game is extremely frustrating, but I refuse to change it. So that's on me. F is to interact with things. E summons your pal. You know what? I'm actually going to change it right now. Because fuck it. Summon pal is going to be F. And, wait, what? I guess partner skill can be E, whatever. And then interaction is going to be E. Because, like, wait, what? What do you mean a restart is required to change these settings? Are you kidding me? It shouldn't be. Fuck. I gotta restart the game to change the control scheme? Alright, well, I'm not going to do that right now, so... Whatever. No, a restart is required, because I just tried to do it. Actually, okay, let's... Just to confirm here. Control scheme. I changed partner skill to F. Summon pal is E. We want to change it to F. This goes to E. This goes to E. Apply a okay, apply change settings. Did I not hit the yes? Maybe that was my problem. I mean, it might just be like a catch-all message. So if you... Okay, there we go. No, it works now. We're good. We're all good, Nate. We're all good here. How are you? Let's catch these Oh, fuck, they're so fast. Slow down, Pangolin. I can't catch you if you run away. Oh, maybe I gotta make a bow. Okay. I haven't unlocked bows yet. Yeah, that'll do it. Give me a bow, give me an arrow. Bow requires wood, so let's go get some wood. Rilip, I might, this might be our next multiplayer game after Abiotic Factor, actually. I hope you're ready. Do you think Pangolin would go for it? I don't know if anybody has it. Can you hit a POW with an axe? You can hit a POW with an axe. It does have an attack value. It's 20 versus 25, so there's really no reason to. But honestly, you like fighting POWs is kind of, it falls off really quickly. There's really very few reasons to ever do it. So we're not going to do it very much. We're going to rely on our pals to fight the other pals. That's my plan anyway. All right, let's go get some stuff. We're going to get a bow. Oh, is that a Vixie? Vixies are really good. No, it's a Cremis. Damn. Okay, well, whatever. Go ahead and make this Cativa. Come on. Help me out, buddy. Hex unironically loves the musket. Ooh. Listen, if Pangolin's laptop can run Grounded, I trust it can run this game. All right, we're gonna go ahead and remove that and switch to the bow if we need to. We don't need to right now, so. Cremis, you're mine. You're not a Vixie, but I'll take you anyway. Okay, what else we got? We got a Cativa. Back here, you. Gotcha. Oh, T-Fan's really good. That's a water type. So you whack them to get their attention, and then you run up to them, and then you smash them, and there's a Lift Monk. Those guys will run away, though, so Lift Monk you gotta be careful with. We're gonna try to get the jump on him. Yes! Come on, 67%. Yes! Yes, we got a Lift Monk. Okay, Tansy, you're up next, buddy. Get back here. Bottom me. He's getting away. Don't let him get away. Yeah, come on. Fight me. It's just a Grookey. How are they getting away with this? There we go. Let's see if we can get him. Your pals even refuse to attack Lift Monks? Wait, is that true? Are they like sacred or something? What the heck? I've never noticed that. I guess I've never tried to have my pal attack them. Whoa, I didn't know. That's crazy. I've had my pals refuse to attack, but I think that's a multiplayer bug. I don't think it's related to the Lift Monk situation. We gotta eat something, man. Eat some damn berries. You can still use active abilities, but they just won't, if you're in combat, they just won't bother attacking. That's cool. Alright, send it back on down. Oh, hey, it's an Eikthyr deer. You guys might remember Eikthyr from Valheim. Cremis, is that a Vixie? Yep, that's 2 Cremises. Okay. Let's try to catch this Eikthyr deer. I think our Cativa can handle it, right? You got this, right, buddy? Oh, okay. Maybe not so much. You'll be fine. You're doing all right. Just keep attacking it. I'll call you back in a second to start throwing balls. Oh, there he goes. Or she, I guess. It's a lady Cativa. Oh, damn it, Cativa. That's not what I wanted you to do. Oh, well, there's another one over there. We'll be fine. That's the tough. Oh, it's a tough thing about this game is, unlike Pokemon, where there's like a threshold below which the Pokemon is as easy to capture as it's going to get. This one, it keeps getting easier and easier the lower you get it. So there's like no incentive to stop after a certain point other than to avoid killing it. which is really not much of an incentive when you think about it. There, yeah, come on back.
Yeah.
21% is not great. Goes up to 42 though, that's not too bad. We might still catch it. Yeah, we got it. Cool. All right, Eikthyr Deer, you're in the party. Let's go. How about you, Chickapee? You want some of this? I see you looking at me. You don't want none of this. There's some more gummuses. All right, well, let's go activate this tower before we go anywhere. Ooh, that one's noble. I don't know what that means, but that sounds pretty good. It's yellow. That means it's a positive trait. X, how much Palworld have you played? You seem to be pretty knowledgeable. Always like to know what I'm getting into with people in chat. Who's gonna know? Who should I listen to versus who should we ignore? Obviously, Rilip we can ignore. No, get back here, you fucker. Damn it. Too fast for me. I can't catch these pangolins. Okay, well, let's go ahead and throw down another workbench. And Kativa, you can help out. Doing a great job, by the way, Kativa. You made it to late game, realized it was 200% grind. Well, you know what? It is a game. So that's like 90% of all games are just a grind. That might not actually be true. May not be a true fact. But a lot of games are, in fact, especially survival crafting games, are all about grind, which is great. Like if you play games because they occupy your time and you feel like you accomplish something when you're doing them, a grind can be a very valuable piece of a game. Especially if, like, when I was a kid, a grindy game was better because I had lots of time but not a lot of money. So it was nice to have a game that I could just play constantly. You buy the game once and you can keep playing it, and even though it's grindy, you're still playing the game. So it's not all bad. Do you pick one pal to be your helper? So I can switch between them. Right now, this is just the first one I caught, so it happens to be useful. But we can switch out to a different one at some point. Well, we'll probably build a whole team once I'm ready to start battling more, and you can have them, you can put them to work in your bases, and then they'll work in like different workstations. X doesn't like the breeding aspect of the game. That's funny. Some people feel like the breeding is the most interesting part of the game. They made a whole spin-off game about it. Pangolin, you're mine. Not falling for this one again. I'm coming for you, Pangolin. Got him. All right. Let's hit it up. Unlock fast travel. This might be an okay place for a starter base. Nice and flat, but it's kind of small. Like we'd be up against the cliff or this cliff. Or up against two cliffs. X says, I don't care how strong pals get late game, I will always have the pal that picks items for you in my party. What do you mean by picks items for you? Like, oh fuck, it's a Nightwing. That would be a pretty good pickup here. I can just get its attention. Get on down here. Come on down, Nightwing. Come get some. Oh, it's sending the tornado in. Sorry, we got this. We got this. Nightwing would be a good pickup for mount purposes. We can mount it. Kativa, that's not gonna work that way, bud. You need to fuck. Shit. Okay, switching. Uh-oh. Lamball will open up. I'm gonna die here. You gotta do your best, buddy. He's going for the roll. It's not gonna work. He's flying, you idiot. Shoot air at him. What are you doing? Oh, fuck, I'm gonna die. I gotta get out of here. Okay, we're running, we're running, we're running. This is how we lose. Okay, Lamball, thanks for trying there, buddy, but yeah, that ain't gonna work that way. You guys need ranged attacks. Yeah, no, Nightwing is a solid early game pal. I would have liked to get that pickup, but it's clearly too dangerous to be left alive. Okay, let's throw down a workbench and we'll take this opportunity to improve ourselves, I guess. Yeah, no, that yeah, you're right. That's probably not a great plan. Let's get the shield, actually. Now is a good opportunity to get one of those, because that'll protect us a little bit more if we try to do that again. The problem is I have to put down a PAL box to swap PALs, which will establish a base, and I don't want to do that yet. So we're kind of stuck with what we have. Okay, what do we got? Make some more arrows. Come over here and work on that, buddy. Some more health would be nice. Whew. There we go. There is a man-bat type PAL. Hex is right. And Rilla was, of course, referring to the Batman character Nightwing, which is one of the Robins. I don't know which one. Possibly Dick Grayson. I don't know the other one's names. I only know Dick from the Lego Batman movie, which I haven't actually seen, but I do know that there is a scene where he's like, they call me Dick, and then Batman says, children can be so cruel, or something like that. Very funny. Great movie, probably. Haven't seen it. But for movies that I have seen, I finished watching Jungle to Jungle, the Tim Allen film. And I think I may have confused it with another movie. I had seen Jungle to Jungle, but I think I confused it with another movie called Man of the House with Chevy Chase and Jonathan Taylor Thomas, or possibly Zachary Ty Bryant. One of those two. One of the kids from Home Improvement. We need cloth for this. And that has sort of a similar box art. Let me know if you've seen either of those movies. We can talk about it. Okay, do we need PAL spheres? Yeah, we could use some more PAL spheres. Use a lot more PAL spheres, actually. Lamball, can you get on that for a second? I gotta go mine. Okay, Lamball is, I'm too far away, so Lamball's not gonna work on that, actually. Should eat something to try to heal up a little bit. Then I started watching a movie called Walk of Shame, which has been very funny so far. I'm actually finding myself laughing at it, which is unusual for me watching a movie. I have never heard of it. It's got James Marsden in it from Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie. And probably other things. I don't know what, though. Guess he was on 30 Rock, but that's not the only thing. It's not a movie, so it doesn't count. And then there is, of course, Jason Marsden, who, in addition to being the voice of Max in a Goofy movie, was also, Emmy, quick, what's the name of the kid from the Munsters? Eddie, no, wait. Is it? Hold on. Oh, yeah, Eddie, yeah. Eddie Munster, it's the little wolf, the werewolf kid. He plays Eddie Munster in the 1980s reboot / sequel of The Munsters that some of you may have seen. Probably none of you, actually. Same guy. True story. Not making that up. Okay, I gotta get used to the new control scheme because I'm so used to pressing F to work and E to to call pals back. I'm gonna keep mixing it up. All right, get back here. All right, let's go try to get something situated here. Apparently this land ball got knocked out at some point. Wasn't me, it must have been the bird. It was the bird that done it. Rilip saw the original Munsters. So fun fact, the 1980s Munsters reboot ran longer than the original Munsters did. Yeah. Crazy to think about, right? The terrible 1980s reboot of a 1960s show that ran, I think, for one season. You can get rid of Pal. Well, I'm not going to trade him. What the hell? That doesn't do me any good. I mean, I guess it might do me good, but it doesn't help me get pals out of my box, which is what I'd want to be doing here. There's a pansy down there. We'll ignore the life monks for now. Just trying to get over to this fast travel statue. We're actually getting pretty close to where I want to be. So hopefully we get there soon. Hello, lift monk. I'm not going to bother you right now. I'm busy. Gotta get down to the fast travel area. We're gonna go for a Caperty, I suppose. I don't know what the benefit of that would be, but we could. Oh, there's another one of those Nightwings. We're not gonna mess with it right now. That's a Chimchar? No, it's a Grookey. Or possibly the grass monkey from Black and White, I think. That I don't even know the name of. Unlock fast travel. Cool. So there we go. Now we continue on. Ooh, treasure chest. Very nice. This could be an interesting base location. It's already got defenses built in. Although from the raids that I've fought against playing multiplayer, they don't seem particularly powerful. So I'm not too worried about it. Panglet. Must catch Panglet. Or, oh wait, Krojiro. That's the frog samurai. I missed. Get over here, Krojiro. Go get him. Go get him, Lamball. It didn't do anything. Does that attack even do damage? What the hell? Grookey was Sword and Shield, Black and White was Pansage. Yeah, Pansage. So there's two grass monkey types in Pokemon. That's crazy. What are they doing over there? They run out of ideas? I mean, we know the answer to that. Of course they have. They keep remaking the same game over and over. I want to catch a Celeray, but it's kind of in an awkward spot. Come get me. Yeah. Get closer, get closer. I need to be able to hit you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Maybe. Pansage wasn't actually a starter. It was, there's a place you go and then they give you, it's like a secondary starter basically. You can get a fire monkey, a grass monkey, or a water monkey. Rilip likes the combat. No, the combat's pretty reasonable. It's, again, it's like Ark, it's like Conan, it's like all those, that kind of era of survival crafting games. Or maybe, I don't know, they made another game, this company did, that was basically this but without the pals. I haven't played it. But no, I have no complaints about the combat other than I wish it was turn-based, because, you know me. If it's not turn-based, how the hell am I supposed to play it? I gotta actually move my character around? It's like a baby game. catching lots of stuff here. We're getting pretty close to where I want to be. Arc felt very clunky. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I was watching a video about where a guy was playing Arc, and the combat did look very clunky. So this, I think, it comes after Arc in the timeline of survival crafting games. So maybe not. I don't know. Lamball. Hello, Lamball. Should I catch you? I guess. Oh, I'm out of arrows. Whoops. I have to put together another workbench here. I don't even know how many Lamballs I have at this point. I had 10 out of 12, so I can catch 2 more and keep getting XP. I can't see where I am. That's not ideal. That's not what you want. Do I have a parachute? Oh, I don't have a glider yet. All right. Well, hey, why don't we take a quick time out here and make a glider? So we're gonna need one of those so that I can actually, you know, jump from high heights without dying instantly. So that requires 2 cloth, no problem. We've been catching Lamballs, so got plenty of cloth. Arc reminded of Icarus in the worst way. Ugh. Icarus, man. I don't understand the appeal. I just don't get it. I love Stationeers. I'm looking forward to Kitten Space Agency, but Icarus, it just pushes all the wrong buttons. It's repetitive. The building system is awful. Give me a grid, please. Please give me a grid. I need things that snap to a grid. That's all I'm asking from every game. Just let me snap things to a grid. It makes life so much easier for everybody. But gamers are gonna complain. They're like, oh, but I want to build freeform. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, well then have a freeform option, but at least have some kind of grid. Probably a mod for that. I'm not gonna bother getting a mod to make a game that I already don't care for slightly more palatable. Plus, I hate mods. Because mods make lazy developers. Because then the developer's like, oh, we'll do it this way, and it'll probably suck, but, you know, the modding community will take care of it. We don't need to patch our game. The modders will fix it for us. Yeah, Rilip, you're right. We did do 6 runs, and it never felt like there was any progress being made. Like, you just keep going down to the same planet, you fight the same enemies, you harvest the same trees, you get rocks, you die to a bear. And what is the fucking point? What is the goal? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Vintage Story is great, because you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. It's like you drop into the world, and you get stuff to not die, and slowly work your way up the tech tree. And it's not like the tech tree is a tangible thing where you put points in and get technology. You have to actually get the items that you want to unlock like new ability to get other item. It's great. Yeah, we go collect 50 bear asses and come back. Okay, we got the 50 bear asses. Now what? No, that was it. That was the whole level. Now you have to start over again. Like, oh, okay. I guess. Alright, you can probably go back in the whole Lamball. There's also these dungeons you can go in. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I guess there's different pals in there you can get, but it really hasn't been like super valuable. Okay, they seem to think that I jumped and used a parachute, even though I didn't really. Capture fox barks, unlock fox harness in the technology screen, and craft it at Pal Gear Workbench. All right, how about you let me go build my base first, all right? We're gonna build it right down there close to the beach. It's gonna be nice and easy. We'll just yeet ourselves across the cliff here, nice and safe. Okay, well, not that safe apparently. Forgot we have the level 1. Yeah, your pals do have to eat, Rilip. Forgot the level 1 parachute is actually garbage. Alright, this is where we want to be. Right here. I agree, the tutorial quests are weird. Let's see if we can catch a daydream here. Alright, we'll try to isolate these daydreams if we can. Nice. Good work, Lamball. You done good. Hopefully we can catch this one and then we'll go get its buddy. Love to catch a couple of daydreams. Boom. Got him. Maybe. We'll see. I don't trust a 72% shot. But we got it, so that's good. Alright, fast travel unlocked. Now let's get our thing set up here. So we're gonna find a nice spot where we have good coverage and it's nice and flat. So let's take a look at how what we're hitting if we plant it here. So if we go out a little bit, we'll be hitting the rock. We also have to think about like where the edges of the circle are going to be too, because there's probably going to be some slight overlap with areas that are not as flat. It would be nice if I could like lock it down like in Satisfactory and then kind of look around to see where it is. I guess we can do that like this. Okay, no, that's good. So that encompasses the ore, goes all the way out here, loops around, doesn't quite hit the edge, doesn't have any trees within, which is nice because then my pals won't be preoccupied chopping down trees. Wait, is there a randomizer in the game or is that a mod thing? Because, yeah, obviously playing with a mod, it's going to fuck up the progression, which is presumably the goal of the mod. I don't understand the appeal of the randomizer, personally, but you guys know me, I don't understand the appeal of anything. Okay, there we go. Now we can put all the crappy pals away. Okay, let's take a look here. So who do we want to bring with us? Who is really tough? Burly body. Extra defense is good. Vanguard increases player attack. I guess we'll bring you. That's pretty solid. Nimble, Veil of Darkness, Botanical Barrier. Mine Foreman. 25% increase to play. I mean, that would be good, except you also have Shabby, which is kind of bad. Oh, this one just has Mine Foreman. Okay, we'll bring you along. That'll help with mining. Noble, what does that do? Increase the value of items sold by 5%. Work Slave, yeah. Work speed plus 30. Beautiful. Diet Lover. Nothing. Serenity. Active skill cooldown reduction. Wait, that's really good. Hard Skin. How about one of you guys? Anybody good here? Eikthyr also has Vanguard. I don't know if those stack, but Eikthyr are pretty solid pal, so we'll bring that along. And probably round it out with the Gummas. So fire, neutral, neutral, water, grass, rock. Okay, as for our pals, we need to build a wooden chest and deploy a pal. No problem. I have to unlock wooden chest. Go ahead and do that. Yes. I would like to unlock the wooden chest, please. Just put that right here for now. Oh shoot, can any of these actually help me? Hold on. I guess we'll just drop like a Kativa in here. Are all Kativas cowards? Slacker? No, that's no good. Can't have you being a slacker. What about a Lamball? Tiva's just kind of overall good though. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna need beds. Otherwise it's gonna get angry or stressed or whatever. We need bed, shoddy bed, feed box, primitive workbench. Set up a little area in the middle here for construction. Build some pal beds over here to the south. We'll probably end up moving these at some point into some kind of sleepy building. X says active skill is only the active skill. Wait a minute. I see what you're saying. Active skill. When activated, spouts water that soothes wounds and restores the player's health. Yeah, but it still does plus 10% attack. And the soothing showers actually could be really good. Okay, I think we're good there. So base upgrade, we need a shoddy bed. All right, now I gotta build a little like hut for myself. We're not gonna get too into the weeds on this, because my experience with building in this game is very disappointing. We're just gonna do like a little 2x2. Okay, yep. We're gonna need a bunch of wood. Yeah. You can get it on pals with no active skill. Yeah, I've also got the one that gives you extra stamina for non-rideable pals. So that's kind of silly, but whatever. All right, wooden walls. We need a window, of course. Build a door. Build a wall. Build the door, window. And now for the neat part. We get to build a roof. Now building a roof is actually quite the adventure here, because of the way that, I guess it's not going to be too bad because it's only 2x2, but it is a little bit trickier than some other games that have roofs. Okay, we're done. Now we just need to build the bed. Nice. I guess we'll go like that. Maybe right here is good. Cool. Kativa couldn't reach shoddy bed, so it abandoned its task. Oh no. Tick, 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 tick. Alright, almost done. There we go. Okay, now we can upgrade the PAL box, which is good. Hey, way to go, Kativa. You're doing something. I don't know what. Right, build a feed box. Yes, build a feed box. Good idea. We need wood for that. Shoot. Yeah, we're gonna want to get the PALs automatically working soon, so that way I don't have to chop wood and get stone all the time. Wait, Ike Deer Deer can help. Yeah, help out, Ike Deer Deer. Doing great. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, feel free to, like, go to town on this thing. Or don't, whatever. You did good work already. Alright, now let's head on back. Okay, get back here, you're not helping.
Yeah.
Feed box, yes. we will put the feed box over here, I guess, for now. Might end up moving it later, I don't know. So you can think of the pals as sort of enabling your automation of your base. So your pals will work at different stations on your base at making the things that you want them to make. Which, so instead of like, you know, Factorio, where you build a building and then you put stuff into that building, it makes a thing, and then something else takes the thing out of that building. Your pals go to the workstation, build the thing, and then take the thing out and move it to another building. So it's like that. So you work on that. I'm gonna put some food in here. Ooh, a rush ore. Okay, that wouldn't be too bad. We can go catch that. Let's see what our fox sparks can do against this thing. Go get him. Go get him. Get that rush ore. Okay. Yeah, get him. Get him. Nice, nice. Oh, there's another one. Now there are two of them. Damn it. No, it died. Fuck. Ah! And I threw a bunch of spheres at it, too. What a waste. Okay, got it. Hopefully. Oh, come on! Alright, whatever. We'll find another one later. Stupid fucking rush ores. Ugh. Okay, well, we didn't get to catch those ones, but that's okay, because they still get their drops, which is also good. Ooh. Look, it's the Pikachu clone of the game. What is it called? Spark It. It's a Spark It. Let's try the Gummoss on this one. There we go. Getting some shocks there. More right. Yeah, I guess it is more like a Raichu, but still, it's like a Pikachu clone. Like every Pokemon game has a Pikachu clone. This one has okay, this one has logging assistance. What is that? That actually sounds really useful. Should probably learn. While in team, improves efficiency of cutting trees. Not bad. Not bad at all. We can open up these wreckage sites and get dog coins. I don't know if that's a play on Dogecoin. Either way, it's not funny. But I'm there. It's free money, so I'm not gonna complain. At least not too much. All right, Lith Monk. It is obviously Dogecoin. How far the Doge meme has come, and not in a good way. Not at all. All right, let's go see what we can do with our... Oh, the sun's like coming right in the window into my face. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. It's like right here. We were supposed to get really nasty storms today. Like, they've been blasting the warnings, not like the literal sirens or anything, but they've been sounding the alarm. Again, not physically, like on your phone. They're like, hey guys, watch out, there's gonna be a big storm. I think it ended up blowing a different direction because like there's nothing happening right now. It's nice out. Well, okay, what do I need to do? Oh, we did it. Okay, build a campfire. Okay, I can do that, I think. And build a berry plantation. I think we have to unlock that first. Berry plantation, there it is. I don't have enough wood again. Great. Rilip says year to date, Dogecoin has lost 43% of its already abysmal value. What, it went from like 1 cent to 0.67 cents? Cabernet Sandwich says they've been talking about it for us too, was kind of hoping it would rain. It's been getting pretty humid. The rain would have been nice. Won't that just make it more humid though? I don't know how humidity works, but I think if it rains, it actually makes it wetter. Scientists say rain makes things wetter. So I don't know. It was storming like somewhat today. I was down in the basement where I work, so I didn't see what happened, but I checked my phone a couple of times and it said it was raining pretty hard, and then when I came upstairs, it was wet outside, but it was also clear, so I don't know. All right, berry plantation, let's go. No, 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 stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop that. Do not do that. I right-clicked when I should have hit escape, I guess. That's... And you know, much like in Satisfactory, the grass poking through the objects is gonna bother me. You know what game does it right? Conan Exiles. I played some Conan Exiles with my friends, and the building system in that game is actually really good in how it deforms the terrain around your building. So if there's grass where you place stuff, the grass will just disappear. It's incredible. I wish more games were like that. It would make my life... I guess it wouldn't make my life hassle-free, but boy, it would be nice if that was the case. Okay, who do we got for planting? You can plant... No, you cannot plant. You can plant and harvest and log, so I guess... Sure. Liftmonk does the same thing. Not quite. Okay, so Tansy. And then I guess you are fine. Because T-Fant literally can't do anything else. So you can plant and harvest, you can water. And then we probably need somebody to do the burning, the cooking skills. Okay, now we need to build a PAL gear workbench, which I think I have to unlock actually. PAL gear workbench. There it is. We need cloth for that. Gotcha. Make some cloth, please. Yeah, doing good work, Tansy. Keep it up. Counter Sandwich says, scientifically, humidity is water vapor suspended in the air. When it rains, the water essentially is falling out of suspension by converting back into liquid instead of staying vapor. So humidity goes down, right? But then as soon as it stops raining and the sun is like, hey man, check it out, there's water. And then the water evaporates and just goes right back in to the atmosphere. So then humidity goes back up. I mean, look, listen, we know where we live. It's gonna be humid for the foreseeable future. That's just something we have to deal with, all right? You know it, I know it, and the Lord knows it. That's how it's gotta be. It's gonna be hot and miserable. Okay, yeah. Alignment. Wait, there's an alignment node? Oh, there's a snap? Oh no, what have I been doing with my whole life? Oh my god. Guys, I didn't know there was a snap. Well, that changes everything. My base is gonna be the most awesomest base ever now. Yeah, I mean, it's just gonna be miserable all summer. I accept that, having lived here long enough that I don't get to enjoy the summer at all, because it's gonna be hot, it's gonna be humid, there's gonna be bugs, I'm gonna be like dying of allergies, and that's just how it's gotta be. So I'll see you guys in November when the weather is back to being acceptable. I'm miserable yeah, exactly. Listen, there's probably some places in the world where I could go and it wouldn't be completely awful. I don't know what those places are. It's not any place I've ever been to. At least not in recent memory. But I'm sure they exist. Or somebody can chime in and say, oh, well, I live in, I don't know, Siberia, and the summers here are pretty mild. That is probably not true, though. I'm sure it's also swampy and miserable there, too. Maybe I'd be fine on, like, a tropical island. That's a possibility. Like in Card Survival Tropical Island. Maybe I would enjoy that. Yeah, wake me up when September ends. Maybe just wait till October, though. With climate change and all that, there may be a little bit longer of a long tail on that summer. Wake me up when it's below 60. I gotta move to Svalbard. You think they'd let me move there? I think they have like kind of strict rules about who can live there. Yeah, or like, I mean, Finland is the same way though. In the summer it's humid and miserable, and there's like a shitload of bugs there because it's just one big swamp. I think I need to live up in the mountains. Just somewhere where the air is thin and it's really dry. Syndicate thug. Uh-oh, what's going on here? You want to go, buddy? Guess what? My Eikthyr deer says hello. So let's do this. It's time for the devil's tango. Hey, Eikthyr deer, you want to give me a hand here, buddy? Eikthyr deer? Okay, never mind. We're going with the gummas then. Clearly, Eikthyr deer was preoccupied with that tree. There we go. Thank you. Ooh, I get money. I need to live in a biodome on the moon. Yep, I would do that. Put me in the biodome. I saw that movie. It was awesome. And anybody who hates Pauly Shore just doesn't get it. That's my response to you. If you don't like Pauly Shore. I don't think he's... Okay, you know what? I'll give you the shitty Pinocchio movie. But that wasn't on him, all right? Somebody wrote that movie. The moon has terrible internet. What is it, like an 8-minute? No, that's to the sun. It's probably like 30 seconds at most, right? What is the light time to the moon and back? But the moon would probably have some kind of local internet, or intranet, if you will, where you wouldn't need to connect directly to the main internet of Earth. You could just, you know, host your own Palworld server on the moon. And that would work out just fine. Poor bandwidth. Listen, you guys are really like making a mountain out of a molehill. I would 100% live in a biodome on the moon. And that's all there is to it. You're not gonna trick me out of this. There's no bugs. There's no, I don't know what else there is. No nothing. It's the moon. Okay, so now we can block things in, which is awesome. Tick, 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 tick. Come on, guys, get in here, help me out. You're doing great. All right, let's repair. Repair. Okay, all looks good. All right, what do we need for this? Upgrade. We need to build a statue of power. Okay. Give me a statue of power. Go put that over here by the house. Perfect. Oh, hold up. Nope, that is incorrect. Should be the other way around. Now, some people will say, oh, that's just Lucario or whatever. But it's called Anubis, and it's named after the Egyptian god of the same name, who is a jackal-headed god. Therefore, it's okay. But it says it's 1.25 light seconds to the moon, but you wouldn't have a direct connection. A direct connection to what? To the internet? Nobody has a direct connection. I mean, I guess you do. But, like, it still has to go through some kind of ISP. Alright. We built this, so now we can upgrade the PAL box. Good. Build a crusher, a stone pit, and a logging site. Okay, I can do that. So we'll go ahead and build those over here. I have to unlock them first. Yes. Yes, yes. I know, I know. Unlock, unlock, unlock. Logging site requires more wood. Fine. Yeah, so it'd have to go to a ground station. Plus, depending on if you're on the far side or the near side of the moon, presumably you'd be on the near side for the better connection. But, you know, there'd probably be some kind of satellite you have to bounce off. And, you know, you'd have to have multiple stations on Earth, or you would just hit the satellites. That's probably how it would work. Because that is a good point. It's not a cable. Because, like, I think most of the internet goes via, like, undersea cables between the different continents and landmasses of the Earth. Whereas on the moon, it's all gonna be, not Wi-Fi, that's not the right word, radio waves. So yeah, the bandwidth would be kind of shitty. But you know what? You could still watch YouTube probably. You just have to buffer for a bit. We need a space elevator to the moon. Well, we couldn't have a space elevator to the moon, but we could have a space elevator, assuming they can get the material science figured out, that would go to, you know, close to the moon, like an android, which no one has seen or played or read about, so no one knows what I'm talking about, as usual. Need stone for that. Okay, let's go get some stone. You guys keep working. You guys are doing great. Keep up the good work. I gotta go get some stone. Let's do like sci-fi and have entanglement as a means of data transfer. No, we just figure out faster than light communication. Isn't that what they do in all the science fiction travels? Just figure it out. Oh, a Vixie. Oh, baby, if we can catch a Vixie, that would be so sweet. Vixies rule. Kind of stuck up there on the rocks, huh? I missed. There we go. Got it. That is... No, yeah, I know that is faster than light, but they should just figure out some other kind of trick. I don't like quantum entanglement. I don't trust it. How do they know it's always going to do the same thing? And also, does it even work? Micro wormholes would be acceptable. It's actually, speaking of math, okay, I have a couple of physics questions. I know we got a bunch of nerds in the chat. So, I have a question, and I'm sure you guys have seen this. This was pretty big on the internet a couple of years ago, maybe more than a couple of years ago. I think they did a Mythbusters episode on it. In fact, I know they did. So, if you put a plane on a treadmill, could the plane take off? And so one of the key points of this, and the part that sort of like breaks my brain a little bit, is the treadmill will spin as fast as the wheels are spinning on the plane. Now, I understand that the wheels are not what is generating the forward momentum. Rilip says the plane can take off. Hex says, guessing not. So, Rilip, I want you to explain your position with the understanding that the treadmill is powered and will spin as fast as the wheels of the plane are spinning. And I want you to explain it to me. Explain your thought process here. The treadmill is always spinning through some sort of magical technological advancement as fast as the wheels of the plane are spinning. The wheels are inconsequential to why the plane takes off. So the wheels... So you're telling me, imagine a seaplane taking off with skids. Who cares? Okay, so let's say you're in really, really rough seas, and you're trying to pull forward in really rough seas, but the ocean is pushing you back at the same speed you're going. Therefore, you are not moving relative to the air. Yeah, explain it to me, as if I were a child. Exactly. So yeah, so with that in mind, you are not making any forward movement. Seas are totally different from a treadmill. Okay, I don't see how. Either way, the plane cannot move forward because every time it tries to move forward, it is pushed back with the same velocity that it's moving forward with. Oh, I gotta click enhance stats first. The friction against the wheel causes the wheels to spin. It doesn't matter if the wheels are spinning. Okay. It takes off the same... Okay, hold... It takes off the same way a kite takes off. Oh, it takes off vertically. I see. Right. The string doesn't have to move forward for the kite. Yeah, but you don't have headwinds of whatever the minimum takeoff speed of a 747 is when you're just sitting on the runway. Whereas a kite doesn't need a whole lot of wind to get up in the air. So, I don't have a way to draw a diagram, but so you have a treadmill, right? And you have the plane, and the plane's going forward, and as the plane goes forward, the treadmill is pushing it back. And you can say, oh, the wheels can just spin as much as they want. But if you've ever seen a plane take off, you know that if the engines push it forward, the wheels are also spinning because they're in contact with the ground. So we replace the ground with a treadmill that pushes back with the same amount of force as the wheels are imparting, or there's friction between the wheels and the ground, which causes them to spin. The treadmill would not push it back because the wheels would just rotate the opposite way. What do you mean the wheels would rotate the opposite way? I mean, the wheels... Okay, this is why maybe I don't understand. I mean, I understand that part, like, but I think the problem is that the question is saying that the treadmill is always imparting a force on the wheels, which are still connected to the plane, and therefore there's some level of friction there. No matter which way the wheels are moving, the plane will go forward. Okay. I have to think about this for a second. So the treadmill could be going backward at like a fraction of the speed of light, and there is nothing, so the wheels would just spin and it would be irrelevant. No, I'm not thinking about... I understand that the wheels do not generate the force to move the plane forward. But the wheels still spin when they're on the runway. When the plane moves forward, the wheels spin and go forward. So if you have the runway moving backward against the wheels, you're telling me there's no friction involved there at all? There's no... Then why do we even need wheels? Apparently the plane can just overcome any amount of friction. It can just go. Just get rid of those, save some weight. The wheels spin because of a minor amount of friction, Rilip says. That friction doesn't change significantly forward or backward. But I bet when that treadmill is going a fraction of the speed of light, you're going to change your tune. I was so stupid my camera died. What the fuck? Why did my camera die? Is the game too graphically intense for my camera here? Let's try to fix it. What's going on? What's the fucking problem? Okay. Look, I understand it's not a car. Like, I get that part of the problem. I'm just saying, if that treadmill is spinning backwards at 20,000 miles per hour, there's some level of friction on the wheel, which is going to cause the plane to not be able to move forward. It's been demonstrated. Incorrect. They have never put a plane on a treadmill capable of moving backwards at a fraction of the speed of light. I guess anything can move at a fraction of the speed of light. But I'm talking about, like, you know, a substantial fraction of the speed of light. I know they did a Mythbusters episode on it. I brought that up at the beginning of the conversation. We need to build a crusher now. What, that requires wood? We have nobody that can chop wood. Let's get somebody in here that can chop wood. Which means I'm gonna have to build more beds. There's one. Oh, need to build more. I don't have wood. Okay. So Rilip is saying it should lift off because the wheels are irrelevant, even though we know that because of the weight of a 747, it puts a substantial amount of stress on the landing gear, enough that the plane's not just sliding around when the wind blows it, because it's not sitting on like a bunch of ice. No. The treadmill does not run at the speed of the plane. It runs at the speed of the wheels of the plane. So when the plane starts to move, the wheel spins forward, the treadmill pushes against the wheel, causing it to go backwards, theoretically, assuming there's some amount of friction between the wheel and the plane and the treadmill. The plane speed is irrelevant to our topic here. All that matters is the wheel spin. The wheel would not spin forward, Rilip says. It would not spin forward, even though I've seen a plane take off and I've seen the wheels spin forward. So clearly I am mistaken. My own eyes just cannot perceive that the wheel simply never spins. That's okay. It's good we're having this conversation now, because I was not having any luck trying to look it up on the internet. The ground doesn't move. Right, but in this case, the ground does move. And it's moving against the direction of the plane. What was I trying to do? Oh, we were going to get a woodcutter. Pal box. Do we have any woodcutters? We do, yeah. We could get the lift monk in here, or we could get another tansy, I suppose. Really? That's all we got? Might have to go catch something else. I guess another tansy wouldn't hurt. Do something for us. Oh, no, he's chopping. He's good. So now we need to get a crusher. Perfect. There it is. The ground doesn't spin. If the ground were moving, it wouldn't spin either. I think Rilip is saying that friction is an illusion. The wheels will simply never move. But the plane will move. You know, we're gonna need to test this. And not like with the Mythbusters. We need to build an infinitely powerful treadmill. And just a regular ass jet plane. Okay, hey, now we can upgrade our PAL box. Okay. Base upgrade. So let me find something I can use to demonstrate. I don't have like a model plane. I have literally nothing. I think I have some lip balm. Okay, I've got lip balm and I've got my phone case. So this is the plane, right? So here's the plane moving forward, and here's me moving the treadmill backwards. Rilip is saying that no matter how hard I push the treadmill backwards, the plane will simply slide right off. Rilip says if there were enough wind, a plane could take off without moving forward. That's what would happen on a perfect treadmill. It would just lift off. That's what would happen on a perfect treadmill. It would just lift off. Where's the wind coming from? The plane will not go forward. It will take off. But it's in the same place. Where's the wind speed coming from? So this is our frame of reference. The treadmill's pushing back. The plane's wheels are doing something. They're spinning, and then the plane is still here. The treadmill keeps going. It's pretend it keeps going. The plane is trying to push forward, but the harder it pushes forward, the faster the treadmill spins. No, this isn't about airspeed and ground speed. The wind is coming from the air the engine is moving. Okay. I think we're talking past each other. I'm saying that the plane never moves in your frame of reference. The wheels are not doing anything. The wheels are keeping it from falling through the ground. So we agree that there's some amount of friction there. Because otherwise, the whole system would collapse. I need to build a hot spring now. It's a lot of busy work. Remember why this game is kind of a pain. Alright, well, now that we have a base up and running, we can probably go out and catch some pals, right? We need more stone. Alright, let's go gather up some stone. Actually, let's just go explore. I'm sure we'll find stone as we go. Can leave all this heavy junk here. We'll hold on to the rest of this for now. Or maybe get another storage crate. Oh, I don't have enough stone for that either. Jeez. The treadmill doesn't have infinite friction. Okay. Yeah, but it is moving very fast. Like, ridiculously so. Whether the treadmill is moving or still, the coefficient of friction doesn't change. Okay, alright. I think I'm starting to understand. So in this magical world we've created where a treadmill can move at the speed of light, and the plane can only generate as much thrust as a normal plane can, the plane can still take off because, I don't know. Despite how much thrust it's generating. Okay, how about this, Rilip? Let's replace the wheels and the treadmill with a, we'll replace the wheels with little gears and the treadmill with like a big gear. So now the friction has been really greatly increased between the wheels and the treadmill. All right? Can the plane take off then? We've greatly increased the friction between the wheels and the treadmill. So as the wheels try to spin to go forward, the gear treadmill pushes them backwards. Rilip says the wheels would spin backward at the speed of light, the plane would take off without appearing to move forward, and then it's independent of the treadmill and does what all planes do. Okay, all right. That sounds fine then. If you increase the friction against the wheels to astronomical levels, no. Okay, so now we're on the same page. Now I think we got it. Well, don't attack me, attack my pal. What the hell? At 18%, that's no good. Oh shit, he's tough. Let's see if we can catch him. Oh boy, oh he's tough. Not sure it's worth going for the extra damage on him. You can do headshots with spheres. Oh, that's what causes that. Okay, I'll have to keep an eye out for that. What do you mean you can do headshots with spheres? Like, wherever I hit, that does more damage. Oh, these fox sparks are getting fucked up over here. What's going on? The syndicate thugs are at it again. Hey, leave them pals alone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was gonna try to catch it, but Gummus, you do what you want to do there, buddy. Let's go free this poor little Vixie. Hex says back shots do more? Okay, we'll try back shots on the next one. The bisexual Morpheus joke. One of the greatest internet jokes of all time. Let's switch to Chickpea here. Alright, buddy, help me out. Okay, that counts as a headshot because this whole thing is a head. Alright, so Rilip says if we replace the wheels with gears, then the plane will not take off. Gotcha. So maybe that's where I'm getting hung up. I'm assuming wheels have a lot more friction than they actually do. Okay, let's imagine this, Rilip. Let's take the wings off the plane. So now it can't fly, but it can generate thrust via a jet engine. So it's a jet car. Can the jet car move forward? So it's something, it's very specific to something that generates lift and its own thrust without the wheels. There's not a significant amount of drag from wheels on pavement nor on a treadmill. You put a lot of drag, it won't fly. Okay. Oh, Melpaka's a little bit tougher than I guess it is level 9, so we should expect that. Come on, Chickpea. Put in the work. Get him. All right, good work, good work. One more. Get in there. Nice. Okay, now we go for the headshot. Yeah, critical hit. Plus 10. Okay, we got it. Whee. Okay, so Rilip. I think Rilip might be like some kind of physicist or something. Either that or he's secretly an AI who's really good at playing some video games. A jet car is a rocket. If it had enough body lift to fly, it would take off. If it has too much downforce, it creates friction and doesn't take off. So the question then isn't so much whether it's a plane or a car, but how much friction it has with the ground. Interesting. If it has exactly no downforce or lift, I suppose it would run off the end, but it's unlikely to happen. This is good. We're all learning something today. Nice. 50%, 60% even. That's pretty good. We're out here. We're catching pals like it's nobody's business. This is great. What are we looking for? I don't know. Maybe chickpeas. A couple of chickpeas would do us good. I think I need to get a hold of some more pal spheres, though. Oh, I accidentally killed it. Sorry, Chickpea. That was not intentional. There we go. Whee! So, it all comes down to a question of friction. Oh, a thwack. Yeah, go thwack yourself.
Yeah.
Now, if only we could test this in the real world. I guess we can't because we don't have any. We don't have a treadmill that can move at the speed of light, which is sort of a prerequisite for this experiment. Open. What do we got? Frag grenade. What the hell am I gonna use that for? Am I trying to blow somebody up? I saw some rush ores go up into the hills. I do want to still catch one of those. Philip says for planes and rockets, friction with the ground is just useless drag. And if it's not too great, it doesn't matter to their locomotion. With a wheel-powered vehicle like a trainer car, it's a big deal, and moving forward is very difficult. Right. So I understand that part of the question. I guess I just figured that there would be enough friction in like the bearings of the wheels and all that an infinitely fast or powerful treadmill would be able to overcome it. Yeah, see, Hex, that's where I was at too. But I think Rilip is saying that it is simply impossible to have a treadmill that goes fast enough and has enough. What did I seriously not catch this fucker? I got 86%. We're getting XCOM'd over here. Let's go, buddy. Get in the ball. Get with the program. You too. Yeah, get in there. It still has air moving under the wings, but how can it have air moving under the wings if it's not moving forward relative to a stationary observer? I have to look at it from the plane's point of view, apparently. The plane is also not moving forward, although the runway is moving underneath it. You know, this actually makes more sense if you imagine it as a car and it's like doing like tricks on like a moving train, or I guess like a bike. From the plane's point of view, the only thing moving is the treadmill. Yeah. Okay, Rilip says think about it this way. All right. Oh fuck, what's that guy's name? The guy who did Cosmos. Carl Sagan. All right, Carl Sagan, let's go. Explain it to me.
As if I was a child.
Oh, I'm out of arrows too. Oh, brother. Okay, we gotta head back to base. We'll head to the fast travel station. We gotta get arrows, we gotta get balls. And I don't know what else we need to get. Probably something that I don't know yet. Oh. See, I'm gonna keep doing that until I get used to the control scheme that I literally created. Actually, you know what? We're probably closer to this fast travel than we are to the other one. If you set it on a treadmill running the other way, it would be a launch platform like an aircraft carrier. If you turn off the engine, it launches backwards. Okay, yes. But if you turn off the engines, then the treadmill stops moving backwards because there's no forward momentum from the plane, or there's no forward thrust on the plane, or whatever you want to call it. Come back here, you. I gotta catch the Vixie. Vixies are great. I scared the other one off though. Oh well. We'll get it. We'll get another one eventually. If you were on the treadmill, you would see it moving away from you very fast. Okay. Wait, if I was on the treadmill, wouldn't I also be moving very fast? Well, no, I wouldn't see it moving away because the treadmill would have instantly stopped as soon as there was no movement from the wheels. So you think, really, I think you think the treadmill is moving backwards to counter the speed of the plane, whereas I'm saying the treadmill moves backwards to counter the rotation of the wheels. Don't have enough. Wait, what if I get this one though? Then perhaps I can. Yes, yes. Give me the lift monk energy or effigy. Hex says I can run faster than a plane not moving. Yeah, me too. Surprisingly, you wouldn't know it from looking at me. I can run faster than an immobile plane. The rotation of the wheels will be proportional to the speed of the plane. Yeah. And that's how fast the treadmill is going. So as soon as the wheels move forward even slightly, that's when the treadmill speeds up to match them. Instantly, with no delay. We're assuming there's some sort of a precognitive ability built into this system. I can make 20 and no more because of the lack of stone. Well, how about 10 then? If the plane had no speed, the treadmill wouldn't move, so the wheels must have a lot of speed if the treadmill is moving. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to test this. That's the real problem here. The wheels don't matter. Somehow the wheels don't matter. The wheels don't matter until they do. You need wind. Yeah, we need wind under the, we need to generate lift. But if the plane is stationary relative to the atmosphere, then it's not generating lift, right? Okay, let's relocate the experiment to the surface of the moon. There is wind, there is air. Where's the wind coming from? The treadmill's pushing it. This is why we can't figure this out. See, Hex is agreeing with me, which is crazy. Usually, I'm. Well, actually, I guess I don't know. I think everybody usually disagrees with me. I was gonna say usually Rilip would agree with me, but I don't think that's true. Air is moving relative to the plane. The air is just not moving relative to you. Oh. How much air? That's a lot of air moving. I think Rilip is saying that the thrust is the air, but the air from the jets doesn't go under the wing. It like, or I guess it does, because like the front of the engine sucks in air, which could generate enough lift somehow. I don't actually know the physics of like a jet plane versus like a propeller plane. The engines are pushing the plane forward. The plane is driving hundreds of miles an hour from its point of view. It's got all sorts of treadmill. So let me bring back my lip balm again. So let's say there's no wheels, right? The plane is resting on its whatchamacall, right? It's fuselage. So there's no wheels. It's just sitting on this just big runway. It's just chilling here. The jets are going forward, right? So it's gonna try to push against the friction of the treadmill. The treadmill is gonna push back, right? So it tries to scooch forward. The treadmill's like, So it's just sitting in place. You're saying it still generates enough lift despite the fact that it's sitting on its belly on a treadmill, and it's trying to like scrape forward with all that entails. I'm sure it sounds horrible for the passengers on board and would rapidly disintegrate, but let's assume it's an indestructible alloy of some kind, so that's not a concern. So would that work, or is it or does it just go back to the wheels thing again? If you have no wheels, it would not take off because it has to overcome friction with the ground, which it can't move. Okay, so if it is a friction thing. So it's in one spot. The wheels are reducing friction with the ground to a minimum. Okay. So if there's what is the, maybe we can figure out, I guess there is some level of friction. We don't have to calculate it, but there is some level of friction between 0 friction and all the friction where the plane cannot move forward, and therefore no matter how hard it thrusts, it cannot overcome the friction of the treadmill. And for the purpose of this experiment, the wheels of a regular jumbo jet do not cross that threshold. Therefore, no matter how fast the treadmill is spinning, the wheels don't matter, and therefore the plane will still move forward relative to a stationary observer on the ground. Can we agree with that at least? Hex, I think you might, maybe even you can agree with this. Why am I cooking? That should be my damn pal doing that. Get over here. Quite stressed out. What are you stressed out about, Kativa? What the hell? I'm out here. You guys have food. You guys, well, you don't have shelter, but you got a place to sleep. That's kind of good, right? Pretty similar. If the treadmill was made of ice and you had no wheels, it would be able to take off again. Okay. So it's a friction thing. It's not just yeah, okay. Regular wheels on a regular treadmill surface is not sufficiently strong enough friction to create drag that stops a modern plane. Okay. Well, there we go. That answers my question. We've apparently perfected wheel bearing technology. Or we've gotten pretty good at it, at least. Kativa's feeling down because of bad working conditions. Well, you know what, Kativa? Guess what's going to happen to you? You get to take a vacation inside of the PAL box, and we'll bring out another one. Yeah, whatever. I need to go catch more Kativas, I guess. I've only got 3 of them. Yeah, 3. That's not nearly enough. Swap these out here. Wait, can I not put... There we go. We're gonna let them eat baked berries, because that gives them +1 sanity, I guess. It's not quite enough, but it'll be fine. Okay. Okay, we need a hot spring, a primitive furnace, and another berry plantation. No problem, we can do that. Berry plantation. I need stone for that. Oh, right. What is their happiness effect? Just like how susceptible they are to sickness and injury, basically. So nothing important if we're trying to run a PAL prison colony. And yeah, they will, I don't think they go prison architect, but they will suffer injuries and be less effective workers. But you could just wear them out, and then when they're wore out, you butcher them, and then there's somebody else's problem, I guess. I don't know what that means, but that's what happens. All right, we got spheres, we got arrows. I think we're good to go. Rilip says if you were running 100 miles an hour on a treadmill, you would feel a lot of air moving over you because you were still moving through the air, even though from me off the treadmill, the air is still. Rilip, I don't think you would feel a lot of air, actually. I've ran on a treadmill, and no matter how fast you run, unless there's a fan blowing on you, there is in fact no air speed. I mean, there might be a tiny amount near your feet. The air does not move relative to me, but you are moving through the air. I'm not, though. I'm in... What the hell? Okay, now you're just wrong. That's definitely incorrect. If you're because you're running in place, where does the air movement come from? Rilip's been tricking us this whole time into thinking he's good at physics. Now the truth comes out. You are moving through the air. If you were not moving through the air would have to be moved by the treadmill. So you're telling me if I go down on my basement and I power up the treadmill and I put it up to like 10, which I assume is 10 miles per hour, I don't know, and I'm running on it, I would somehow magically feel air blowing around me as if by, I don't know, some kind of magical, like if I'm in a room, I guess it doesn't really matter whether there's airflow in the room or not, because there's going to be air in there regardless. Yeah, I'm not buying that one. That sounds dubious to me. Can we get a second opinion that's not from Hex? Do we have any physicists in the chat? Where's Urban? I know Urban knows about air. You would be whipping your arms and legs and such through the air. Okay, sure. My legs would be moving through the air. All right, Hoocrates. Also, it's like super dark. What the hell? I guess it is nighttime and I don't have a torch. That's not great. Light them up. Well, okay, not that hard, please. Can you light them up a little bit less hard? There we go, perfect. Got him. There's no difference between moving 10 miles an hour. Wait, there's no difference from air moving 10 miles an hour past you and you moving 10 miles an hour through air. But I'm not moving 10 miles per hour. I'm moving 0 miles per hour while the ground spins beneath me at 10 miles per hour. The treadmill would be experiencing 10 mile per hour speed near the surface. I am moving relative to the air. Yeah, my arms and legs as I'm swinging them, but what the hell? This is insanity. Really, that sounded really smart earlier, and now I'm thinking he might be a crackpot. He's about to sell me a perpetual motion device. See, if we simply set up, if we put a windmill on a treadmill and moved the treadmill 10 miles per hour, it would generate 10 miles per hour worth of wind somehow. You simply put you don't even have to, you just place it above the treadmill. Oh, I was gonna catch some Cthulhu, that's what I was gonna do. Got him with the back shot, nice. Back shots. Okay, so all we have to do to generate infinite electricity is to put a wind turbine above a treadmill and turn the treadmill up to like 100 miles an hour. If you put a windmill on a treadmill and you move the treadmill, you apostrophe. Words to live by there. You'll see the turbine spoof. Yeah, that's assuming that the turbine is moving along the treadmill, though. If I suspend the treadmill above the... Or if I suspend the turbine above the treadmill, it won't move. Guys, we gotta... Maybe we need to, like, call somebody. We need to phone a friend on this one. Does anybody know any physicists? Nobody, of course, nobody knows any physicists. Why would we know physicists? Hello, Fuddler. I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you and take your dirt, whatever. Oh, your buddy finally figured out what's going on here, huh? Hack him. Maybe I should make a better melee weapon for this. Okay. See if we got him. How can you call the Mythbusters? They did a whole show on it. Yeah, but there are criticisms of that experiment. All right. That's why this is even still a conversation that's happening. And trust me, I looked it up. I went on the Google and I looked it up and it said Mythbusters destroyed by controversy or something like that. I don't know. Basically, there were complaints about that they didn't test the same myth as what the... Wait, what the fuck is this? Some kind of arena? But there's nothing here. Maybe it's just part of the procedural generation of these areas. Okay, now wait. I think I understand what Rilip's getting at now. I think I finally figured it out. So, if you have a wind turbine... No, wait, no, I don't understand it. Because how is me running in place on a treadmill any different than suspending myself above the treadmill? I can buy an RC plane and a treadmill. Yeah, the problem is I don't have a treadmill that can instantly adjust speed to match the wheel speed of my RC plane. There's no way to test that. I mean, maybe there is, but I don't know how to do it. Do you not have any? Oh, he does have a fire move. Okay. Oh shit. We're getting wrecked here. Okay, Foxparks, I need you to focus. Focus, hello. Over here, please, thank you. Do not look at the other, don't look at the little ones. Look at this one that's attacking me. No, not that one. What the fuck is wrong with you, idiot? There we go, I got him. Oh, Foxparks is gonna go down. Oh shit. This one that okay, that one got knocked out. Cool. Ow. Okay, come on. We can do this. I believe in us. Get that cremis. It's at 15. Okay, we got it. Whew. You can set the speed of both. Right, but I'm not... Again, we're talking about two different things. I don't care what the speed of the plane is. I care what the speed of the wheels are. Because like you said, the wheel speed is independent of the plane speed. So you need a way to exactly measure how fast the wheels are trying to turn, and then make it so that your treadmill is moving at the speed of the wheels, not the speed of the plane. I don't care what the speed of the plane is. The speed of the plane should be 0. Since my goal is to cancel out the speed of the plane by spinning a treadmill underneath it. The wheel speed is not independent. The wheel speed is proportional. Okay, well, whatever. So set it to be proportional then. I don't care. Either way, the plane should not be moving forward, and therefore should not be able to generate lift. It is 1-to-1. The wheels will be moving as fast as the plane. Not when a treadmill turns on, they won't. Oh, damn it. Sorry, Kativa. Trying to catch you. My armor got damaged at some point, I see. I missed. Not that time. You know, we can probably catch another one here.
Yeah.
I still got bowls. All right, level up. I have a lot of technology points I should probably start using. Okay, let's try to get back to this wind turbine on a treadmill thing. Explain to me how, so the wind turbine is able to move forward, presumably, somehow, I guess. Or it's not, it can't move forward, but its movement forward is coupled with the backward speed of the treadmill. Therefore, it remains stationary relative to an observer standing next to the treadmill. Philip says if the plane takes off on regular ground at 300 miles per hour, how fast are the wheels moving? 300 miles per hour. Same thing is going to be true. Okay, they're moving 300 miles per hour, but the treadmill is canceling out the velocity. So the treadmill is also moving backwards at 300 miles per hour. But then the plane is now, theoretically, in your example, it's trying to continue moving forward. Therefore, the wheels need to spin even faster. And then the treadmill speeds up to match that even faster speed until infinity. So how do we reckon with that little tidbit?
Yep.
Ugh. Stupid nose. Can we drop here? What's the deal here? We can. Cool. The wheels do not need to move faster. Well, the treadmill sure as hell does. If the plane is able to move forward, the treadmill is not moving fast enough. Okay, let's try a different hypothetical. I have a giant cable that is tied to a post behind the plane so that whenever the plane tries to thrust forward, the cable cancels out forward momentum. Can the plane take off now? It's the thrust, the plane, the engines are still on. So what's stopping it from taking off? Yes. Okay, Rilip says the plane can still take off. All right, he's got to explain this one though. It would yank the cable out of the ground with its immense force. It would take off the same way a kite does. Okay. Well, we need someone other than Rilip in here to explain it, I think. Wait, I was gonna fast travel back. I just walked right past the fast travel thing. Not sure where I'm going at this point. I'd love to catch a tombat if possible. It would just be stuck in a circle. What do you mean it would be stuck in a circle? Because it could only go... Sure, I guess. It would take off the same way a kite takes off. Really, if you understand that a kite does not generate thrust, right? Like, planes have to generate quite a bit of thrust to reach the airspeed necessary to take off. At least that's my understanding. Like, because they're pretty heavy. They need a lot of... There's a lot of air that needs to be moving under those wings to generate lift. It's not like you can throw a plastic bag into the air and it just blows away. A kite I understand a kite generates lift, but it does not generate thrust. An airplane uses thrust to generate lift, but how can it generate thrust if it cannot move forward at all? If it is stuck in one place. Okay, same question, but it's Kerbal Space Program. And I have a launch clamp on my rocket and it's generating thrust. Will the rocket take off? How about now? It generates thrust by using its engines. It isn't stuck in place. Okay, well now I've put a launch clamp on it. We can actually test this one in Kerbal Space Program. I'll tell you, the rocket will not take off, despite the fact that it's generating thrust. If it was stuck in place, it would go backward with the treadmill. Okay. This is fun. We'll have to continue this conversation on Saturday for gaming. Maybe Pangolin has some insight. Alright, let's repair the armor. We need cloth for that. Okay. I'm saying I want it to be stuck, but it's not stuck. Well, I'm saying I think that it should be stuck. By virtue of the fact that it has a force being applied against it to counter its movement forward. But you're saying that that force that I'm saying exists actually specifically does not exist. So friction does not exist because If it were stuck, it would go backward when the treadmill moved. But the treadmill wouldn't move unless the wheels were moving. So why would the treadmill move? The treadmill only moves if the plane would move. If the plane stops moving, the treadmill stops moving. Very specific. Did I not? Oh, I have a bunch of stats I need to spend. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay. Good stuff. What do we got? We have a bunch of stuff. Drop that off. We should probably go sell some of this stuff. For some reason, the pals have decided they're going to put stone in here. That's certainly an option. Definitely a choice. Okay. So, what's the next thing we need to do? We need to build a hot spring and another berry plantation. Right, the lack of stone is what was killing us here. Okay, yes, I would like to apply a force that is equal to friction, please. Or equal, I would like to apply force equal to the engines. That's what we're trying to get at here. The force from the treadmill applied on the plane should equal the force of the thrust or the whatever of the engines. Whatever it takes to keep the plane from... How do we have to word the question to make it that happen? And then we'll say that that's the question. Stone. The force the treadmill applies is only equal to friction. If you were applying force equal... Wait, hold on, that's the same thing. That was not actually a response. If you apply a force equal to the engines, it wouldn't take off, but the friction on the wheels that a treadmill applies is not the same as the thrust from the engine. I've got two completely different scenarios. Okay. All right, I want the scenario where the plane cannot take off. So whatever we need to do, however we need to tweak the question, that's what we're gonna do. Now you're probably thinking, well, why would you want to do that? I don't know, for fun. Okay, this whole snapping thing is like the most incredible thing in the game right now. I'm loving it. Yeah, see? Kativa's sanity is, was at 69.
69, dude!
But then it was at 68. Okay, and there we go. 2. Now we need a hot springs, which I have to unlock. And that'll hopefully chill our Kativa out a little bit. We need stone and owl fluids. I don't even want to know where those come from. Well, you know what? We're all learning tonight, and that's what matters. We're gonna get to the bottom of this whole situation. Cautious PIDF officer. PIDF. Ooh, purple chest. Are we though? Are we really? I mean, maybe. I don't know. See that huge structure? It's an oil rig. They got oil up there? Oh man. Finally I can power my well, I don't know what oil is used for actually. I'm still not buying the air speed on a treadmill because I've been on a treadmill before and I don't recall there being in like it doesn't feel like there's wind blowing in your face. Maybe there's, I mean, there's the movement of your arms and legs through the air just by virtue of the fact that when I do this, I also feel the movement of air, but that isn't the same as me moving forward through the air. Is this a Pokemon-like world where there's no other animals? Ooh. I was gonna say yes, but I think I might have saw a dog at one point, but I could just be imagining that. So I'm gonna say yes. This is a Pokemon-like world. Although, if you've seen like the original Pokemon stuff, so classic, the original, the first episodes of the anime, maybe even just the very first episode, there were other animals in the Pokemon world. Well, we don't want to go that way, do we? That's a good way to drown.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, maybe there are birds, but I might be thinking of Blueprints right now, which also has birds. That's a different game. We'll see. Let's look around. Let's see if we see any other animals. There's a... Oh, it is a black marketeer. Maybe we can buy a nice pal from him. What do you got there, buddy? What do you got for me? I can't afford any of these, unfortunately. Would love a Gale Claw, though. Maybe we can come back later. Whee! Time is it? All this arguing is taking a lot of the stream tonight. But I feel like I learned something. I think I understand what the logic is behind the question. And now I know how airplane wheels work. Okay, do we want Eikthyr or not really? I actually specifically came over here to look for water types, so let's go track those down. There's a T-Fan, that's perfect. I'll take a T-Fan. Why would pals be prohibited? There's like a whole... There's some kind of storyline with like the PAL Freedom Front or something, and they don't think pals should be captured and battled or whatever. But they all suck, so we don't care about them. We can sneak up on this Lift Monk.
Yeah.
Got him, maybe. I do like to eat tasty animals, Rillip. So I guess my philosophy as a human is that I am a human supremacist, in that I think that humans are superior, therefore you know, we should be able to eat animals. Plus, every year, like, people get eaten by animals, and that just seems fair. I think if animals are gonna eat people, we should be able to eat animals. We'll tit for tat. Yeah, heck, there you go. Respect nature, do not extinct any animal. Well, I don't know if I even agree with that. I wouldn't mind getting rid of mosquitoes. And where do you draw the line anyway? Like, could you get rid of a bacteria? Because, you know, that's part of the ecosystem too, even though it could cause horrible diseases in humans, of which I am a member of that species, of course. So it would be in my best interest to get rid of any harmful bacteria or parasites or disgusting mosquitoes. Do not extinct unless you're a biologist who knows what they're doing. Yeah, I guess. We could probably put some kind of caveat in there. Alright, there's a wandering merchant. Maybe I can sell off some of this junk that I've got. Hello. I would like to trade with you. I would like to sell you my valuables. Should have brought my blueprints. That would have been worth something. Now, what are you selling there, bud? He is selling milk, high quality pal oil, and then a bunch of garbage that I definitely do not need. So, all right, let's go fight the Chillet boss. See if we can fight it. We do have a Foxbarks at level 14, which should be good enough. We're gonna try to catch it. Oh, we do have a Megasphere too, so maybe we can try to get it with the Megasphere if we're very lucky. Start by getting these IQ gears. Wouldn't mind catching another couple of these. Okay, one more there, bud. Nice. Hit shot. Yeah, you can just find spheres on the ground, and you can find them in treasure chests and various other places as well. They're not strictly ones you have to make. Okay, there we go. Back here, you. What are you running? What are you running? Okay, come on, Fox Sparks. Hit him. Up to 61% even. Nice. All right, we got another Eikthyr deer. Great. Okay, get the Pal Sphere, and now we're gonna try to get. Hopefully, I have a key to open this. Otherwise, we don't get it. We're gonna try to fight the level 11 or 10 Chillet over here, which would be awesome. Oh, we did have it. Nice. We got the Tundra outfit schematic. Number 1, X1, which means ×1. All right, it is a level 11, so here we go. Light them up, Fox Sparks. Get them. Yeah, there we go. Oh, don't attack me. What the hell? I'm not doing anything. I'm just standing here. Do not perceive me. Ouch. Ouchie, ouch. Come on, 81%, 85. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Nice. That's how you do it right there. Okay, we got him, boys. Let's go. Let's do something else now. I guess we'll get some stone and then head back. You like, Rilip likes Chillet. It's like Lapras and Furret. Lapras, yeah, that's exactly what it's like. I need to eat something. Okay, we've eaten something. Just gonna get a whole bunch of stone, so that way we don't have to keep mining it every time we try to do something. Would be real nice. Do you feed pals to your pals? I mean, you can feed. Yeah, I mean, it's cooked, or it doesn't have to be cooked, but yeah, you can. Wait, when did I get this? It slightly increases health. Hey, that's cool. And then I keep saying this, but we need to go over to the village to sell shit, so probably go do that. So yes, you do feed cooked pals to your pals, if that's okay with you, Rilip. Which I hope that it is, because that's what we're doing. It's not pal cannibalism. Are you gonna tell me that, like, when a lion eats a gazelle, that's animal cannibalism? I mean, maybe there are some situations where you'd end up feeding the same species to your pal, but that's, you know, the odds are pretty low. I could feed a lion to a lion, or I don't know that you could feed a gazelle to a gazelle. I mean, in real life, because, you know, they're herbivores or whatever. They're opportunistic, you know. I'm sure they wouldn't turn down some delicious meat. What the heck? Let's try to catch this thing this time. Oh shit. I pissed off the Depresso. Yeah, focus on the Nightwing, please. Let's not get wrecked again. Shit, the Depresso's attacking now. Alright, I'll deal with the Depresso. You deal with the Nightwing. You deal with yours, and I'll deal with mine. Okay, that's good. Okay, got the Depresso. Can we catch the Nightwing too? Sweet. Double kill. Ooh, it's a workaholic. Nice. It carries newborn pals to its nest and raises them as a surrogate parent. Once the baby pal is fattened up, it hunts them. What? I guess, yeah. World's most dangerous game right there. All right, Depresso, you're up, bud. Let's go. I love Depresso so much. Kind of reminds me of like, what's that like sad frog? Heck says, how many steps removed do the animals need the meat to be for them to eat it? Probably 0 for some. If it's a predator, the index is 100%. If it's prey, it's way lower, but not 0. Those dang carrion eating squirrels, for example. Not Pepe. It's a Pokemon. It's a sad frog. Not Pepe. Never Pepe. Okay, let's dump all this. There we go. We're gonna have some full inventories here, unfortunately. Yeah, we need to make another chest that is specifically close to these guys. There we go. Oh, it is looking a little stormy out now. I can't tell because it's kind of dark, but I don't know if that's because it's getting late or because it's storming. A wolf would not eat a wolf, but what if I took a wolf and I ground it up into like ground wolf and then fed that ground wolf to the wolf? Would the wolf then eat the ground wolf? Or would it be able to detect the hint of wolf? If they see you chop it off. I don't think animals have that kind of object permanence. I could be wrong. Maybe they do. Let's throw the seeds in there for now. Alright, so we're gonna go sell these things. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these frag grenades. They're kind of worthless. Yeah, we won't. I mean, I'm not saying we need to test this, but I would think that an animal would just eat whatever it's presented with that seems like reasonable. I mean, hell, I think a human would probably eat something if you just served it up and were like, hey, have some of this. They're like, oh, delicious, my favorite. What was that? Oh, it was human meat. Oh, yeah, it wasn't too bad. I can see why you became a cannibal. Ah, hey, my baked berries are done. Excellent. Let's go ahead and throw those on the fire. Give my thing something to do here. Start roasting those bad boys. And enhance my stats. I want more weight. Crows are the only animal other than humans known to be able to understand geometry. Birds? Yeah, there's a lot of really smart birds out there. Birds are cool. What about dolphins? Well, I mean, dolphins are clever. I don't know that they're, like, super smart in the way that, you know, we can communicate with them or whatever. Need to unlock... I would like to unlock the PAL incubator, please. The ranch would be good too. Ranch is powerful. We've done that. We need the furnace. A quality workbench. We can grab all that. Medicine. The Fox Sparks harness. Not that we're ever going to use it, but it's one of our quests. Wheat plantation, mill. Ah, the monitoring stand. That's another really good one. PAL expedition station will need Nightwing saddle, metal chest, mega shield, cooking pot. Okay, wait, did I miss the incubator? Oh, here it is. It's in the ancient technology side. Cool. Okay, now let's make it. Now that we've unlocked literally everything. So we need 5 claw. Hey, Mighty Stoosh is here, just in time for the stream to be over. You missed the physics discussion or whatever. Engineering, physics, something. I'm still not entirely convinced that it would work, but I think I got a little bit closer to the truth, which is what matters. Let's go ahead and build our incubator. Start the stream over? I would, but I gotta go to bed soon on account of it's late. Kativa is not looking great. Didn't I swap the Kativa out even? Why is Kativa so bummed out? Get an egg in there. And then they want us to build a hot spring, which we can now finally do, which is great. That's awesome. We'll just put it like right here. Should be good enough. Lack of hot springs is why they're sad. My Firefox is gonna help with cooking. It's not gonna help with anything else. Bonk. Bonk. Look at how slow I am compared to my pals when they're building. Oh, now I'm speeding up. Alright, Kativa, get in there. Please, just, like, chill out a little bit, alright? You clearly need this more than I do. Alright, let's get an Eikthyr deer loaded in so we can start getting some pacifist and sickly. You know what? You'd make the perfect dude to chill in the base, alright? Demonstrate my strong arms by picking up the biggest pal I've got. Okay. I think that would be the chill it. So there I am. I'm lifting up this massive chillet. We're gonna put him back in. Oh, no. Okay. Now it is time to, well, eat, I guess. You know, Chickpea, you can probably go. You're not doing much for us here. I wouldn't mind bringing the Chillet along, which is a pyromaniac. What the hell's that gonna do for a Chillet? Workaholic. You can do gathering. I mean, if you like doing it, I guess I'm not gonna complain, but gathering's like the one thing I don't need a lot of. Dragon Killer, Brittle. Okay, let's go ahead and throw you in there. When activated, generates subtle vibrations to detect nearby ore. As if that's my problem. I can't find the ore. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna put. Oh, maybe this guy? Probably better than my Chickpea, right? And they're both mine foremen, so we'll bring this Cremis along. I should build a ranch. I don't have enough wood. Well, luckily my Eikthyr deer's putting in some hours over there, so we'll let that happen. There's level 15 Panking. Do I think I can take that down? What? I'm level 17? Yeah, I think we could. Alright, let's go Fox Sparks. Actually, hold on. I should probably get some additional here before I go do that. If my Chillet learns a fire move, I'm toast. Well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I think you can teach any pal any move. It's just a question of how good those moves are going to be. I don't know if there's an equivalent to the stab bonus like in Pokemon. I'm guessing there is. I don't have wood. Oh no. They get X. Okay, so they do get a stab. They do get stab. Good to know. All right, good work, team. Everybody's working together, working real hard. You love to see it. Let's check in on our PAL box. We need a primitive furnace, which is going to require wood, as always. Everything requires wood around here. Well, and then it falls to me to go get some. So we'll put that right over here. Probably as good a place as any, right? Bink, 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 bink. Look at that little fuddler. He's doing his best. He's really whacking that Cativa and the Pangolin. This little flipper. Okay, there we go. Now we can level up our PAL box, which is great. Other one. High quality workbench. What do we need for that? We need ingots. Oh god. This is where the fun begins. Now we get to learn how to make ingots, which is a whole thing. Basically, I need to make an entirely separate base dedicated to making ingots constantly. So we're gonna need to find a base location that has a bunch of ore nodes already built in. And I know just the place. I actually don't. X's, I would recommend a cool metal base, but it's a bit late. What do you mean it's a bit late? Like, it's a bit late in the stream, or it's a bit late to recommend it? Because I can build another base. Otherwise, we'll just pick this up on Wednesday. Oh, okay. Late in the stream, yeah. Well, just keep it in your back pocket and remind me when it's time to go build it. Oh, I broke my weapon. Ooh. There you go. You don't know the chords? Oh no. Well, we can try to figure out where it is as I wander around. Repair. I need cloth to repair that. I need wood to repair that. Oh boy. I need a lot of everything. Can I make... Nope, need wood for that. So wood is the current bugbear situation. Let's go get some wood till it's time to... it is time to end, basically. It's 8:57. Okay, we'll get a little bit of wood and then we'll call it a night. It's on a plateau on the west side of the central isle, has metal and is unreachable by... I think I've been there before. It's like over here, right? I believe like a long time ago when I first played, I set up a base over there. Okay, then yeah, I know where that is. That's probably where I was gonna go. So, great minds think alike once again. Alright, well, speaking of great minds, let's get out of here. Oh, what a fun game. Then I agree it's OP. I mean, I don't care about defensibility against raids, because I haven't seen a raid that caused any legitimate problems, but the ore nodes are what really mattered to me. So once again, thanks everybody for coming out, watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed Palworld. I'm sure some of you did, some of you didn't. It doesn't, I mean, whatever. I can't please everybody. I do want to get more Love-Anders. We haven't even caught one yet. It's clearly something has gone horribly wrong. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. If you're in the path of the storm, I guess try to stay safe. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Go down in the basement if the siren goes off as you're supposed to. And yeah, see you guys on Wednesday. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.